Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I can't even fit my bun in the frame today. It's too much. For today's video, we have something a little different here, but I'm excited. What we're doing for today is a little review because I've already used this a couple times because I wanted to make sure that I understood how to use it, how to do it in the best way and all of that. I'm going to be reviewing the Clarisonic Foundation Brush Head. Let that sink in for you. I don't know why this is so crazy for me to think about. A Clarisonic is meant to take off your makeup at the end of the day, take care of your skin. So the fact that I'm putting on my makeup with it is just like a little weird and a little different, but it's so cool. I actually found out about this because of Tati Westbrook on YouTube. I'm obsessed with Tati. She is so cool, so knowledgeable, so like poised. I love her so much. She raves about this, and I just recently got the Clarisonic, and one thing that I really wanted to try out obviously was this foundation brush because she always talks about it. As you guys know, I never put on my foundation with a brush, like never. I always use a beauty sponge, so I was really excited to like try a brush that maybe would do something different and work out for me. Today I'm going to be putting on my foundation and also trying it with cream contour because Tati always uses it for that too, and she just says it blends it out so seamlessly and easily. And I used to love cream contour, but you need to take time to do it. If you're just going to blend it out with a sponge, you're like gonna be sitting here for a day and a half. If I don't really have a lot of extra time, I don't cream contour. So I'm excited to see if this will help speed that process up. I have tried this and practiced putting on my foundation with this, but I have not tried and not practiced putting on my cream contour. So I'm really excited to try that out in this video. Ulta was having a sale on the Clarisonics, so I got this Mia one for like 40 bucks off, 30 bucks off. And then this foundation head, I think is 30 bucks. Maybe it's like 34 or 39. I don't remember. But the cool thing about all the Clarisonics is all the heads are interchangeable. So it doesn't matter which one you have. I'm pretty sure that they all work for all of them. At least the ones that are this size. I don't know about like the little alpha handheld ones. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's so soft. Okay, so first let's prime the skin. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer because I'm obsessed with it. I'm scared. I might have to buy it after my little sample bottle runs out, but I probably don't need to because like the NYX one is so similar, but this one is just so smooth. Oh, it's good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rub in this primer, and while I'm doing that, I'll just talk to you guys really quick. One thing that I have noticed about the Clarisonic that's really important and really crucial is you need to wash the brush head after every single time you use it. And that's something that's like a little unique and a little different. I mean, you do need to wash your makeup brushes all the time, but I never wash my makeup brushes after every single use, and that is something that is crucial, 100% necessary for this brush. And the reason why is if you don't wash it in between each one, it kind of gets extra streaky, and there's a lot of product that holds onto those brushes, so the next time you go to use it, it'll be really streaky. It won't blend it all into your skin as well. It'll kind of like sit on top of it a little bit more. It just can't do its full job unless it's completely clean, which is a little annoying for me just because I don't wash my brushes every day. Just not that type of girl. It is something that I can get used to. It's super easy to wash. You just get a little soap on your hand, rub it in there, vibrate it a little bit, just get it all mixed up, and you're good to go. So it's not that big of like a hassle. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience for me just because I don't remember or think about doing that every day to all my brushes. So let's just get into the application for today. I'm going to be mixing my two babies. I'm going to be mixing my NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, which I actually just put a review up on my channel. If you want to check that out, I can link it down below. And then also I'm going to mix in a little bit of my Dior Forever Skin foundation. I don't know. In this one, I'm in shade Light 4. It's a weird name that I don't know how to say. And then in this one, I'm in shade 34. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of those two together. Shake them. Shake them good. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing where I dot it on my face just as I normally do. However, this is something that I also have noticed that is so important. You cannot put on too much product right away. When you use this brush, it is something that you need to slowly build up the product. If you go in with too much product right away, the brush like doesn't know what to do with all of it, and it just gets streaky and weird And yeah, so you gotta slowly build it up. You can't just put a ton of foundation on your face and be like, okay, go blend, because the brush is just like, doesn't know what to do with all this product. Where when I use this beauty blender, I'll just spread it out and we'll be Gucci. But so I'm gonna go ahead and do this side of my face first and just watch the magicalness of this brush. I don't think anybody understands how obsessed I am. And another really important thing is you don't want to push down too hard at all. You just want to lightly go over your face and let the brush do the rest of the work. First little layer, done. All right, so this is it with kind of on like about half of my face, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in really close so you can just see how beautiful this sinks it into the skin. So I don't know how much you can tell on camera, but in my mirror, this just looks so smooth, sunk into my face, nothing sitting on top. You know, sometimes foundation can just sit on top of your skin. This just pushes it in such a beautiful way, gives it like a nice medium coverage. Like it kind of shears it out, but in a good way, because it's still totally able to build up. For some reason, this brush just makes my foundation look more like skin than when I use it with a beauty blender. I don't know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other half of my face really quick. Okay, so now that I have the foundation laid out everywhere, this is what it looks like. I am just gonna go over everything with my beauty blender one more time to make sure that there's no streaks, that everything is pushed into my face nice and good, even though there already is just barely, I don't even see any streaks, but I'm just gonna go over it one more time with my beauty blender. Some of you might be like, well, what's the point of having the brush if you're gonna go over it with your beauty blender anyway? But I always have a beauty sponge ready to go with my makeup routine anyway, because I'm going to use this for my concealer today. I'm going to use it for my powder, so I already have it here anyway. So I might as well just go over everything once. And it just gives your skin such a different finish, like the brush does compared to a beauty blender. The brush gives it such more of a natural, glowy skin appearance, whereas the beauty blender gives me kind of like a thicker coverage. I can just pack it on with a beauty blender, but you can't really pack it on with this product. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like it because like if I want just like a quick natural way to put on my makeup, like this would be great. Just because whenever I use like a kabuki foundation brush like this one, it just leaves my skin so streaky and doesn't give it coverage that I even need. Whereas when I use this, it gives me even coverage, it blends it out beautifully, it gives me such a natural, radiant, skin-like appearance, where when I use this, it's like really cakey, if that makes sense. So this is what the skin is looking like with just the foundation on. I'm gonna move on to cream contour. Normally I would go in with concealer first, however, whenever I do cream contour in my routine, I like to do that first, just in case if I get really carried away with it and it kind of gets too high or too far in, you can correct that with the concealer. So I like to do the darker stuff first. So for my cream contour, I'm going in with this Bobbi Brown foundation stick, but I obviously have it in a color that is not my color. And this is in the shade Golden Almond 6.75. And this is really, really warm, really orange. I don't know what I was thinking when I picked this out. Normally for a cream contour, you're gonna want a nice cool toned ashy color. So this is gonna be more of like a cream bronzer than anything else. But yeah, I'm still gonna do it anyway. Let's add a little bit on the nose, like that. I look like Squidward whenever I do this. And I'm also gonna toss a little bit underneath my lip. All right, so now we're gonna go in. I'm so excited to see how this works with cream contour. Like I said, haven't tried it yet. I'm a little nervous just because whenever I use this cream contour with my beauty blender, it takes me a day to blend it out. So let's see how this works. Oh. It's going like little circles upwards. Like it's obviously not done, like I have more work to do, but it's already like so sheared and so spread out. I'm gonna go over to this side before everything dries too quickly. So first I'm starting with like some dragging motions to like bring it all to the cheekbone that I want. And then I'm gonna go in with like little circular upwards motions. Holy crap, that does that so quickly. And another really nice part is it doesn't ruin the foundation that I put underneath. It just like combines them both somehow. I put way too much on my forehead because I have a tiny ass forehead, but it's fine. Alright, so for the nose, I'm going to try to like lay it on its side and just go up and down and see what happens. Definitely put too much on my nose, but that is blending it, like spreading it out super well. Okay, like so for example, since there's so much on my nose, it's a great thing that I didn't go in with my concealer yet, because then when I put the concealer down the middle, it'll just like balance it out perfectly. Oh, I forgot my lip. Okay, so the good thing about that brush is it just spread everything out, got it right where I want it, but it's still super intense. That is probably because of the color that I have. The color is a lot to handle, but like how this worked for spreading out my contour is amazing. But just because it's so really crazy right now, I'm gonna go over everything with my Beauty Blender. When you do cream contour, you wanna make sure to do patting motions with your Beauty Blender and also kind of push it upwards a little bit. You don't wanna bring it too far down because that's gonna defeat the whole purpose of carving out your cheekbone. So you wanna kind of go up and out. See, look at that. Like, to get that with just my Beauty Blender would have taken me so long. And so like look at what that going over with the Beauty Blender one more time did compared to just the brush, you know. I'm really happy I had that brush to do the initial blending for me and to get it spread out, and then once it's thin and ready to go, just tapping over it with the Beauty Blender really quick is a game changer. Oh, I'm obsessed with that for cream contour. Wow. Same thing with the forehead. You want to push like up and out towards your hairline. See how that just added like a little shadow underneath my lip? And it looks a little weird right now, but once you have like lipstick on, you can't even tell. Okay, so this is everything with the cream contour blended with my foundation on. Now really quick, off of camera, I'm gonna go put on my concealer, my powder, and just kind of the rest of my face makeup. But I'm just gonna do that off camera because you guys have seen me do it a million times. But this is what everything is looking like with the use of the Clarisonic and the cream contour and the foundation, and I am loving it. I think it looks so good, but I'm excited to see what it'll look like with everything else finished. So I'll be back in just one moment. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and did my powder, my blush, bronzer, highlight. Even though I didn't film it, I'll go ahead and list below all the products that I did put on my face in case you are curious. But I just wanted to give you guys the final look right here. I think it is looking pretty good. And so after doing everything, I have come up with like my final thoughts on this Clarisonic foundation brush. Here it is. When I'm doing my normal makeup, when I want to go out, like I'm gonna be going to a nice dinner, or I'm gonna be going out with some friends, or I have an event where I want like full coverage, full glam, will stay on my face the whole night, will be bulletproof, I will still need to use my Beauty Blender to put on my foundation. That might just be a personal preference for me, but my Beauty Blender or my Beauty Sponge just gives me more coverage. I'm able to push it into my skin more and pack on the product where I want to more without it getting cakey. It picks up all the excess product. This is just like my bulletproof, without fail, will do exactly what I need it to. But I'm also like obsessed with beauty sponges. But on the other hand, this Clarisonic kicks my beauty sponges ass when it comes to cream contouring. Like, this will make me so excited to finally start cream contouring again, just because the process is so quick, so smooth, so easy, and gives it such a beautiful skin-like finish, where sometimes if you try to blend out a cream contour with a brush, it can look really cakey, heavy, dead, ashy. If you do it with this, it'll just take you 5 years to sit like this forever. So I will definitely be keeping this on my makeup desk. Well, not this, it'll be like my bathroom, but you know what I mean. I will definitely be using this in my makeup routine continuously to definitely do cream contouring all the time. As for foundation, I loved the way it applied to the foundation. I thought it looked so pretty. There's no streaks. It looks airbrushed, skin-like, natural as hell. And it definitely shears out the foundation a little bit, but not in a bad way. I will definitely keep using this foundation brush head on days where I just need to like put on some makeup and go run some errands, or put on some makeup and go to class. I don't always wear makeup to class ever, really, but you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So this is perfect for that type of look. So it'll be nice to have an option to use this and use it for cream contour all the time. I'm also curious how it would work for cream highlight, but I think it's too big for cream highlight. And then plus if you already use it for contour, it's gonna be dirty and all that jazz. So all in all, I really, really do like this. Is it necessary? No. This is $6 and I will be using it for my main stuff a lot more. That was scary. It came out of nowhere. Where this is like $39 and I'm gonna use it for cream contouring and my foundation sometimes. So I'm definitely not mad at it. I am so happy I purchased and tried it out. I will be using it all the time still. However, if you're trying to figure out what you want to buy to put on your foundation, Morphe sponge, $6, just do it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm happy. I really do like it. It is soft. It is a cool product to have. I'm happy that Tati made me go out and buy it because now I have that cream contour going. I'm feeling it. So those are kind of my rainbow final thoughts on this Clarisonic foundation brush. However, this whole Clarisonic is so worth it for me skincare wise. Just cleaning my skin at the end of the night, this Clarisonic has made a huge difference in my routine. It makes it easier, kind of more fun and pampering, I guess you could say. So I really enjoy the Clarisonic overall. As for the brush, I think it's totally optional. I don't think it's like dead necessary, but if you're looking for something new to try out for cream contouring or to try out for a nice light natural foundation, go ahead and try it. I don't think you'll be disappointed whatsoever. I just think it depends on the person if you're gonna wanna spend that money on it or not. I've been researching it for a long time. Ever since I saw Tati try it, I was like, I want that. But obviously I'm not just gonna go out and splurge. Do your research before you buy products. Don't take everyone's opinions too seriously. Do your research. I think that's the most important part. But this is just my personal opinion on the product, so hopefully this helps you weigh out your decision a little bit more and gives you a personal opinion directly to you of how I feel on it. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, if you like me, if you like anything, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your week and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.